Well, here we go. Welcome back to day two of his creation code for success. Um, Day two planning session, and grateful you could join us. Those of you joining live on our social media, we have some great workbook sheets and things to go with us, guides for this planning session for the next 12-week year. Yes, you heard it right. We're going to set goals, big three goals for the next 12 weeks. What we can accomplish normally in 12 months, we're going to get her done in 12 weeks in our personal life and also in our business life. That's what it's geared for today. And so we're in day two of the planning session. If you didn't see it yesterday, feel free to check it out on our social media, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. And you'll be able to find the recordings there, I'm sure. We went live yesterday and we're live again today, raw, uninterrupted, just going to go live and do it. You get to join me as I'm on our school group, Epic Your Life. See, oh, there it is, Epic Your Life, that little symbol right there. If you want to join us and get the workbooks and get the worksheets, you can join us over there at Epic Your Life on school.com, SKOOL.com. It's the largest educational platform in the world right now. It is huge and it is growing every day, every day, every day. It's amazing. Sam Ubbins started it, and then Alex and Layla Hormozy bought into the school platform as well. So it's a beautiful, amazing platform. Great for education, great for creating community and connection. We love it. It's perfect for what we do. And so we're excited to be hosting this planning session and all the documents and all the supportive information here on our school platform. So those of you joining me on school, thank you. You're probably watching the recording. If you're live, thank you. And I love the interaction. So please feel free to interact. If you're watching the recording, please comment below some of the assignments that I'm giving out and things you're doing. We would love to process together and see how it's affecting your life. So yesterday we did day one of this 12-week year planning session. And so welcome back to Epic Your Life. We laid the foundation yesterday, and today we're going to finish it. We're going to go deeper. By 4 o'clock, every person, hopefully in this room, that's the goal. Every one of you watching the recording, every one of you that's a part of this community that is working on accomplishing goals quicker, more efficiently, and more effectively, you will hit your big three, personally and in business. Written, declared, and ready to execute. That's the target. So anybody who's here thought about their health goals since yesterday? We went over the health goal yesterday. So if you were here and a part of that yesterday, give me a little note or a little shout out of some of the things you decided on with your health goal. We did a little introduction, then we got into the health goal. And definitely, I'd love to see who thought about their health goal since yesterday and who's been working on it or aware of it even. So, all right. Anybody? Okay. I see your hand. I see your hand. Oh, we just came from church, right? Which, by the way, happy Easter, Resurrection Sunday, as it's celebrated. And he is risen. He is risen indeed. And I am a believer in Yeshua. And I am grateful that he didn't stay dead, but he rose from the dead. That makes a big difference, that he is a living, alive, and well representation of the Godhead, Father, Son, and Spirit, right? The three in one. And so Yeshua was died, buried, and resurrected on the third day. So congratulations to all of you that celebrate that and believe in that. I love it. And I'm grateful for you joining us. If you don't believe in that and celebrate that, that's okay too. I'm glad you're here as well. It's totally fine. We honor you in your beliefs and your religion. All right. So a little bit of an overview here. Quick recap from yesterday is we followed the creation code. Order produces multiplication. We learned the 5 steps framework where we had the macro, we had the why, we had the limiting story, the freedom story, and then the micros, putting it on your calendar, right, for your health. We had a couple of examples and stuff we went through in doing so. We met Feldspar. If you hadn't heard of Feldspar before, it's in our Connection DNA content, but possibly you've never heard of it. The 8 areas of life every goal lives in, right? We got these areas, and it's cool because it's the foundation. So we built one goal yesterday, health, and want to improve your vitality through this process. So what was your biggest takeaway from day one? Let's let's get a couple people here to share, or if you were here yesterday on my social media, you can put it on the chat. What was your big takeaway from yesterday? What was it that you saw and was grateful for being a part of it and seeing it come to pass through the process? Anybody? All right, let's see if we can go full screen here. Get this going. Okay, I'm back. See, I'm in the corner again. Is that creepy or is that cool? It's interesting. On the slideshow, you could see this little Carlos in the corner here talking and sharing. And boop, I'll put me up here where you can put me closer to the. See, there it is. We're in day 2, 12-week year planning session. Okay. Again, yesterday we laid out the creation code framework. The order produces multiplication. 5 steps to the big 3. And then our first one we completed was the health to improve your vitality. Now, personal big 3. Your personal big 3 are the foundation everything else is built on. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. Hello. When you're healthy, financially grounded, and relationally connected, you can show up as your best self in every area of your life. You following me? Are you with me? Seriously, this is a powerful and important principle in life, that it does matter about your health. It does matter about your finances. It does matter about your relationships. They are very, very important. So health yesterday, improving your vitality, carried forward from yesterday. My health freedom story. What did you create as a freedom story yesterday for your health? For me, 230 pounds, healthy, fit, exercising, great stamina, great strength, hard working, able to work hard and do a full day's work without any problem, but also able to exercise and run. I know that this year I was on track to try to do a 5. I did a 5K already, but on track to try to do a Spartan race, 5K Spartan race. We shall see. It's on the calendar. Woo! Let's see if we can get her done. But yes, now my health freedom story, right? How important that is to have your micros. What am I doing daily? Your goals are seeds. Remember, plant them with intention, water them with daily rhythm, and watch them grow. So next, for day 2, now as we get into cash flow, building lasting wealth, not just flash in the pan, but actual lasting wealth. And so as we get into this, we fall, now wealth, personal cash flow, personal goal number 2 for cash flow, building lasting wealth. So cash flow, it is not just about money. It's actually about provision. And so stewardship and building something that gives you options. When you manage money well, you show up differently at home, in your business, and in your life altogether. So financial peace is not selfish. It's fuel for your purpose. I'm going to say that again. Financial peace is not selfish. It is fuel for your purpose. So let's look at these 5 steps together, the framework that we went through yesterday, and have you write a little bit. We should have music, right? Next time we will. So let's talk about the freedom story of your financial freedom story, maybe things that were holding you back, the story you had before that was traumatizing, triggers, or life experiences that actually held you back from being successful when it came to finances. Maybe it even kept you from setting financial goals because, hey, money is the root of all evil, right? Some of you have probably heard that. I know. I get it. I'm not I've heard that before as well. So it is tough to go through that. So, what financial win in the next 12 weeks would change your life? Okay, I want to say that again. What financial win would change your life in the next 12 weeks? The 5 steps we went through yesterday we want to look at again today. The order produces multiplication, and you've got the macros, right? The big picture. What is your vision? Why are you here? Why do you want to make money? Why do you want to have a financial goal? Well, I just want to make a little extra money. That's not big enough. You won't get out of bed for that. What's the purpose of the money? You got to put, the powerful thing is when you actually put purpose behind money, it makes all the difference. So I want to help you to see that, know that, and understand that, and then apply it. Okay. So the macro is the big picture. What's the vision to look like? What's it feel like when you actually um, accomplish these goals? What's that going to look like for you? What's it going to feel like? What is it? Is it maybe $500 a month extra? $5,000 extra a month? Is it what is your target? What is your goal? And then why? Why do you have that goal? And what is the limiting story that's kept you from there? I'll just share a little bit. I wasn't taught growing up how to manage finances and money, and let alone not even how to balance a checkbook, even though people don't have checkbooks really anymore. But again, those are some of the things that were always very important growing up that I didn't really learn. And frankly, I didn't know about savings, or I didn't know about really paying bills. Kind of, I watched that. I knew it caused a lot of stress growing up. And even like doing your taxes and things like that, like that's not something that was educated to me when I was growing up. So kind of just in the dark when it came to some of that stuff, right? And so what is your limiting story? Well, I was never taught. I don't know. How do I do this? Right? You can make a lot of different things up about why. But what's going to be the next step is our freedom story. Forgiveness of that situation, or things that keep you from wanting to make money, keeping you from believing that money is actually beneficial and can be used for good. Again, the love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself. It's loving it and putting it before everyone else, putting it before God, right? If you follow me, there's don't take things out of context. Use the whole Bible, use the whole scriptures to make decisions and to form your belief systems. Don't just let the pastor tell you something or me tell you something and you just believe it. You need to go study it and break it down, research it, and watch what the Father wants to reveal to you, okay? Seriously. So your freedom story is going to be on the other side of that forgiveness, the other side of understanding. And a lot of times it's best if you have someone else help you with that freedom story, somebody that's not limited in their beliefs like you are, somebody that has more wealth than you do, somebody that has maybe had some financial goals, set them, and then accomplish them. Because again, if you just count on yourself for this, chances are you're going to loop back in to your old habits, loop back into your old cycles, loop back into your old belief system that'll keep you financially broke still, or keep you from raising the bar in your financial world and raising the bar in the big three, of one of them being abundance and wealth and finances. Okay. This next 12 weeks. So cash flow, building lasting wealth is really important. So what financial, again, now after my example, macro, what do you want to build or achieve, right, in the next 12 weeks? What financial win in 12 weeks would change your life? What does financial health make possible for your family? What does it make possible? What could you do with a little extra money this next 12 weeks? And what's your limiting story? What's your money story? Have you been carrying your whole life? I remember I used to say all the time, I can't afford that. I used to say that I don't have the skills to be able to make money to afford that. Like, or that, hey, that's just a waste of money. Or how about even this? Some of this around money is like, if you don't eat everything on your plate, you're wasting money. Like, that has to do with food and money. But freedom story is, what's the new story you're choosing to walk in? You're choosing to believe. Micros, what is 2 to 3 feldspar actions will you schedule this week that falls in line with the big three, with your wealth goal, right? Because there's so many things in feldspar that keeps you moving forward and keeps you balanced in all the things you're choosing to do in your life. So after writing time, who would share with us a little bit? So maybe it's save $5,000 in the next 12 weeks and eliminate one debt. What is the deeper purpose behind this goal? Financial peace gives my family stability and opens doors for generosity and legacy. It's just some examples of things you can have. But limiting stories will keep us stuck, right? We know that. We've experienced that. You've been through it with us. And so your limiting story is it, which we deal with this limiting story through our process called Triggers to Triumph. Name the story that has held you back, identify it, disrupt it, and let's process through it to a new story. I've never been good at managing money consistently. I actually had that belief. It was a limiting story, right? And so then the freedom story, where does it take us? Well, it takes us to a beautiful place, actually. To our freedom story here is like, what is the new story you are stepping into? Declare it, plant it, repeat it, and know I am a wise steward. I build wealth with intention because provision is part of my purpose. You get that? I am a wise steward. I build wealth with intention because provision is part of my purpose. Father wants you to be a great steward and provide for others and bless others, widows, orphans, people in need. It's your freedom story. It's your time. It's time to step up and be what you've been called to be. Seriously. So, is there someone in your life you want to send a message to right now? I'm sorry, I'm still in the financial one. I jumped ahead. Why? What does financial help make possible for your family? Limiting story. What money story have you been carrying? Freedom story. What is the new story you are choosing? Okay. And then again, the micros are the 2 to 3 things actions you can create through the feldspar process and list of things there that will keep you moving forward. Who wants to share their freedom story a little bit? It's really good when you can share your freedom story around wealth and cash flow. Very beneficial. Yeah, it's good. What do you do with money when you don't have much? Determines what you'll do with money when you have a lot, when you have much, much more. And stewardship is practice, not destination. And it is awesome because God says in his word, if you're faithful with the little, you'll be made ruler over much, much more. The reason why you haven't been made ruler over much, much more is you haven't been faithful to what you have. That's really a principle and a rule and a law that God put forth. So that's like saying, well, I'm going to start giving once I make a lot of money. Well, giving, that's why God gave us the ability and permission and a requirement to give a percentage. It's like, as I do better, the people around me do better. As I do better and Father blesses me, I'm going to bless others. Like, it's a principle. That's where tithing comes in. It's the heart, the mindset of giving. So, and you can never outgive the Father. I promise you that. He's so good. All right. Look at there. We're right on time. 2:30. What about finances? I'm going to take a 2-minute break right now, and you can get a drink, get something. But when I come back, I'd love for you to share. Same thing on our social media. Share with us what is your financial, your abundance, your cash flow goal that you just wrote down for your personal life. And we'll be right back. See you in a minute. All right. I'm back. So let's see if we can get this up and running again. Back to full screen. All right, cool. Let's see, it shows me back in this, but let's go back to the screen that is sharing that. Okay. There it is. Full screen. And back with me on the little corner. All right, see, look at that. It's working. Nice. I love it when it works. Okay, so who wants to share a little bit about your freedom story? Just unmute and share with me if you'd like to tell me a little bit about your freedom story and some of the things you're doing for releasing your limiting belief and what your new story is, what you're going to plant about when it comes to wealth and finances. Anybody? All right. Just give it a couple minutes. I know it's tough. You guys are just finishing up lunch. And I get it. It's Easter Sunday. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and just figured I'd do it anyways. Um, all right. So next 12 weeks, your relationship is next. Personal goal number 3 for your relationship. And that's what we're going to do then is we're going to circle back around, by the way, for your business. Our personal goals, by the way, are we have some pretty significant ones of hitting some really good key target. We want to double our income personally before in this next 12 weeks, and that requires us doubling the business income too as well. So a lot of great things happening, but that is part of what we want to do as far as financially and preparing for baby and having things go well on the ranch and things we need to do in our home. So we're excited for that and some opportunities we're having to be able to utilize that kind of capital and funds and cash flow in our personal home. So relationship, personal goal number 3, relationship ships make life epic, right? That's what epic your life is all about. Relationships are the one thing that I really, really would tell you. It will absolutely change your life if you have an epic life. You want an epic life? Relationships are the key. By the way, some of these daily and weekly actions for the Epic 30 rhythm break your goal into small, schedulable steps. Place each on your calendar as a standing appointment, like financial. Review your spending every Monday. Sunday could be too, because we do it on Sunday, but Mondays are great. Usually it happens for us on Monday, but you could do Sunday for your planning session. If you do a planning session on Sunday, we have done it, but historically, usually on Mondays, when we kind of take a glance at financial review, everything on Mondays, 15 minutes. Leadership, follow up on 3 income opportunities or clients each week to help you develop as a leader and to develop that cash flow. Dreams, research one new income stream or an investment this week. Dreams, it does have to do with research and development of your mind to make you better. So, all right. Now we go on to goal number 3 to make your life epic. Relationships are the key. Your relationships are your legacy, not your bank account, not your title. The people who will stand at your funeral and speak about the impact of your life, those are the relationships worth investing in. This goal is about being present, being intentional, and showing up for the people who matter most. Okay? Say it again. This goal is about being present, intentional, and showing up for the people who matter most. So it's can be a very emotional moment. I want you to kind of marinate on it a little bit. What do you want to build? What do you want to achieve in your life? What relationships do you really matter to you and do you want? Build deeper presence with my family and strengthen my closest friendships. What relationship do you want to strengthen in the next 12 weeks? What's most important to you? What relationship do you want to strengthen in the next 12 weeks? What does this relationship mean to your legacy? Why is it that you want to develop this? And limiting story, what pattern has kept you from showing up fully? Well, it's work and I've got money, I've got bills, and I got to keep working. Well, I'm telling you, your money and your work means nothing if you don't have any relationships. I'm telling you, it's a thing and it's real. So it's super important to recognize that and own that and not let the world convince you that, you know, that that's what's most important. What's most important is having your loved ones. And yes, we've got to work hard and got to have the cash flow and the money to be able to support our family. I agree. But is that a limiting story that's kept you from showing up fully? Can you convert that into your freedom story? Who do you choose to be in your relationships with? Who is it? This past 12 weeks, we've seen a lot. A lot's been revealed to Chantel and I through people we've worked with, through clients, through family, through relationships, and a lot of great things have happened. A lot of great things that we know we want to invest more into relationships in our family, relationships in our home, relationships in our neighbors, and relationships in business, and relationships and connections in the new town of Madison, that we're starting to connect with more people and great leaders. It's powerful. So build a deeper presence with my family and strengthen my closest friendships. All right. What does your freedom story look like? Who do you choose? And what are 2 or 3 feldspar actions you will protect on your calendar? Why does this matter? What is the deeper purpose behind this goal? Someone in your life you want to send a message to right now? Seriously, think about that and set up a standing appointment. This is all part about not just talking about it, but being active and being proactive and not reactive, but being proactive for this next 12 weeks. I'm here with my mom in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And this is one relationship I really appreciate. My mom, I love her so much. She's a great woman. And I'm super grateful I was here for this Easter weekend. It's a very important holiday for her. And I'm super grateful that I was here. And man, she's amazing. She sang a special song here for the service today. Really blessed me to get to stand with her, sit in service with her, and just enjoy Easter with her, Resurrection Sunday with her. So that's part of the relationships in my life that I do want to continue to improve, that I do want to spend more time with my mother. And yeah, there's a lot of potential there. Who knows? We are talking about some things so we can do some projects and work together. I'm asking her because I'd love for us to be able to work together as a family and as a legacy. So who knows? When we've got this new company, she might be helping us. And that can help us to have deeper connection and more communication through work stuff too, as well, mixed with that's legacy. My relationships are my legacy. What I build in people outlasts everything else. Do you believe that? So, can you call someone right now and send them a message and say, just even letting them know how much they matter to you? I spent yesterday a little bit of time yesterday, even on the drive, calling some friends, connecting with them, texting them, sending them video messages. And Marco Polo is a platform we like to use because people get to see you when you're talking to them and hear you express your heart and yourself to them, and to pray for them and genuinely communicate well with them, even though you might be in different time zones or different things going on, to where expressing makes it a little bit easier doing it, utilizing Marco Polo. We enjoy it. Chantel and I have used it for years. So limiting story, though, if we need to get past our limiting story from our relationship, let's look at this and say, um, name the story that has held you back, identify it, disrupt it. I'm too busy. I give everyone else my best, and my people get what's left over. And my people and my family and my relationships, they get what's left over, right? That's a limiting story. So we can change that, though. We really can. Presence is the most valuable thing you can give someone. Not guilt, presence. I want you to feel guilty for not being present. I want you to know that your presence is one of the greatest gifts you can give someone. Even better than gifts, even better than money, you can fully be present and connect with them and love on them. Genuinely be interested, asking questions. You follow me? So, what's your new freedom story as you process through this? Name the story that has held you back. Identify it, disrupt it. We already said that. Now, let's go into it. What's the new story are you stepping into? Declare it, plant it, and repeat it over and over and over. I am present. I protect my time for the people I love, my loved ones, the ones that matter most to me, because they are my greatest investment. Do you believe that? Do you really believe that? Your goals are seed. Remember, plant them with intention, water them with daily rhythm, and watch them grow. Super important. So, what is one relationship you can pause right now? Okay. I'm going to challenge you to pause and go ahead and write down your freedom story. Okay. And also, I want to pause too and give you a couple minutes here to text someone that you want to connect with. I'm here with my mom, and it is interesting some of our conversations we've been having and situations with our new company. She wants to help. And I'm like, absolutely, mom. I'd love that. Please, would you? So we'll see. We're working on it, but that's my point. It allows us greater and more connection together as we develop and grow a business together. My daughter works with us. Of course, Chantel and I are partnered, and she's the CEO. My brother-in-law works with us. My son, I'm trying to recruit him. He works currently doing management at another company, and I'm grateful for that he's learning so many incredible skills in management. And I'm excited for him to come over and help us. Again, it's our legacy. It's our family business that we're developing here with Nesbitt Repair, the plumbing, electrical, and handyman services. We are a service call pro, and we're developing that whole process of what a service call pro looks like. So we hope that this can be way bigger than us. Support our great, 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 great grandchildren, right? That's what legacy does. So, what about you? And it involves, we're going to get into business next, but it does involve connecting, and family allows us to connect more in our work world and allows us to work together. So, very powerful process. So, what's your freedom story? We're going to pause. Connection, presence, love, affection. It matters. I promise it'll make your life so much better. Text someone. Let them know you want to connect with them more often. You want to have that standing appointment with them. Start with once a month, even. See if they'll do that with you. Super powerful, huh? All right. The micros now. You can pause it. You're watching the recording and come back after you're done texting, communicating, and then declare it in the comments, please, of what relationship you're going to be working on enhancing. Do you have date night yet? If you don't, that should be the first one. Do you have an appointment with your kids like a date night as well? Daddy, daughter, father, son, husband, wife, mother, daughter, mother, son time? It's real. It's highly beneficial. Do you have that set up? Is that on your calendar as a standing appointment in your relationships? You have a standing appointment with Papa God. You have a standing appointment with your parents to connect once a month, twice a month. What is it? It's important. All right? Awesome. Now, on to the micros. So the micros are daily and weekly actions, your Epic 30 rhythm. Okay. Break your goal into small scheduled steps, place each on your calendar as standing appointments. So we've got some of the rest of Feldspar has to do with relationships is one of the key ones there. Weekly date night or intentional family time. I just said that. It's not it's scheduled, not hoped for. There's no such thing as hoped for. You got to put it on your calendar. Set an alarm, set a reminder. Adventure, one meaningful experience with the family or close friends this month. Can you do that? Can you put it on the calendar? This has been great. It was kind of spontaneous with my mom, but it worked out perfect. I love being here, seeing her. Emotional, daily check in with someone that you love. Even 5-minute conversation or a Marco Polo. Super powerful. It's highly beneficial. Show your love through your connection and communication. All right. Well, now let's all stretch. It's kind of our wake up time, right? Because you got to get pumped up, wake up. I know you've been eating, you've been relaxing, you've been enjoying your Easter Sunday, but if we get up and get the blood moving, woo, woo, it'll help you to focus more for this next part of the session. It's time to keep moving, okay? If you didn't take a bathroom break, go ahead and take one. And if you're watching this recording, you can pause it and come back. It's a good time for it. Let's move a little bit. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Oh, I know. I'm a little strange. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. I'm not even tea, actually. I'm more like an energy drink. An epic energy drink. We should create that drink. There probably already is one out there, Epic Energy. I'll bet you. But we should trademark it with our Epic Your Life drink. Right? Someone grab that and tag that. All right, here we go. Yeah. You ready? Time to do your personal summary. Complete your personal big three. Health and freedom. Mine was 230. And making it a lifestyle to maintain 230 pounds, but also getting back to exercising at least twice a week, either at home or find a gym. We're going to do that. That's my health freedom story. Cash flow freedom story. I told you we're going to double our personal cash flow in our home in the next 12 weeks. By the time we're ending the 12 weeks, it'll be doubled. What we normally see in our home, we're going to double it. And so then what will that cause for us? Well, I just said it a few minutes ago. If you didn't hear it, the emotional behind it, the vision, the mission, peculiar of that is, the mission is to be able to be comfortable and able to provide for my family, my wife, my children, my grandchildren now coming, my mom and mother-in-law, who is now a widow, and my mother-in-law is Marlies, and just support that to continue to see our family develop, continue to develop the land, and have all things provided for, plus be able to have the freedom to support, again, grandbaby coming and all the things that involves. So there's lots of whys behind that, the mission behind it, the vision, and the ability to have the things necessary to keep our home and our family flourishing and growing. Super excited for that. And then relationship. What's my freedom story and some of my big three personal goals for relationship for me would be definitely baby Kayla is coming in May, and I want to be able to have time for her, to even provide time for Hazel to do things she still needs to do. So, and spending time with baby Kayla, I'm going to make sure I have standing appointments for that. Also mentioned my mother, having better standing appointments for my mother, Diane, and possibly working together. That'd be cool, right? Because again, we will get to work together on a daily basis. Then that will definitely be a huge blessing. And I'm excited for the potential of that. That just developed today as we were talking at lunch and stuff. And so again, things happen and I'm open to it and I'm ready and I'm excited for it. She has a home available for her to live in and stay at if she came to Georgia, even to help us in person at our ranch and in person at our office there. in Madison. So super pumped for that. And maybe we'll see what the potential looks like. But that's part of relationship freedom story, right? Relationship to be more present with my family, Kalea, relationship and bonding with my mom and Pops. Pops, by the way, was a expert plumber from Canada, so he's very good at plumbing, understands it, knows it, and it's super amazing his expertise. So there you go. There's lots of great fits there, right? That could be beneficial for that relationship to be increased. That it could benefit the business as well. But the relationships too as well are things like my wife Chantel and I, in making sure we still have our time that we get away, making sure we still have our date nights, making sure I still have my date night with Hazel, even after baby K Leia comes. We still have our good quality time together, and having a standing appointment with my mom, even if she doesn't come working with the company. I need to implement that. I haven't done that, but I do have a standing appointment with those closer to me in proximity, meaning like Marliese and Phil when Phil was alive, when we had those times together with them, and we do with Marley still. So yeah, I'm excited. This is really, really fun. All right. So what about you? Want to share? Share in the comments below on our social media platform or here in school. Please comment. If you're watching the recording, this is vital for you to declare these things, not just, oh, whatever. No, do it. Seriously. Your goals are seeds, plant them with intention, water them with daily rhythm, and watch them grow. Seriously, and then declare it. Goals are seed. The moment you speak them out loud, you plant them. Repetition is how growth was designed to work. Are you following me? I'm going to say it again. Your goals are seed. The moment you speak them out loud, you plant them. Life and death is in the power of tongue. That's the word of God. So when you speak them, you plant them. Repetition is how the growth was designed to work in creation and in your life. All right. Let's transition a little bit. Super pumped. Ready? You ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here's what's powerful about what we just built. Come on. The same three goals: health, cash flow, and relationships are also foundational of every successful business. Your personal life and your business run on the same code. Let me show you how this maps out, okay? Let's go through it. Health, culture, and environment. A healthy company has energy, has clarity, and people who want to be there. This is so important. I'm just going to be transparent right now. When we bought Nesbitt Repair, and that's the one thing that we actually slipped on for sure, because what's so super and powerful is that you got to create the culture, right? Culture and environment. A healthy company has energy, clarity, and people who want to be there. And that was one of our biggest challenges, is we had people who didn't want to be there. This is the same framework, but a bigger arena. Principles that grow a person are the same principles that grow a business. Creation code works at every level: personal, family, and enterprise. Your business big three mirror your personal big three, because healthy people build healthy businesses. Are you following me? Healthy people build healthy businesses. So it matters. Culture and environment is the health of your company. Cash flow is the blood flow. A business without it cannot breathe, grow, or serve anyone. Cash flow is your blood flow. Relationships with your team and clients is really vital as well. Relationships make life epic. Team and clients, the people who make it, thrive. The goal here is to understand that relationships determine whether your business thrives or just survives. So it's important that you have powerful relationships, okay? So let's get into the business goal number one: culture and environment. move me over here a little bit. There we go. Culture is not a perk or a program. Culture is the environment your team breathes every day. You hear me? Culture is the environment that your team breathes every day. When the culture is healthy, people bring their best. When it's toxic or unclear, and they bring just enough to survive. You set the tone. Leadership is the thermostat, not the thermometer. You follow me? Leadership is the thermostat, not the thermometer. So let's go through it. Same framework, y'all. The macro goal. What would a truly healthy team culture look like in your business? Are you able to write that down? What do you want to build or achieve? What kind of business do you want? What do you want it to look like? What do you want it to feel like? And by the way, it might be a team of one, just you right now. It might be you and your wife, you and your children. Maybe it's you and your family members or friends. What do you want to build or achieve? Build a team culture where people feel valued, clear on their role, and motivated to grow. Build a team culture where people feel valued, clear on their role, and motivated to grow. Limiting story. What can actually happen though if your team becomes, what's possible when your team becomes, uh, or what becomes possible when your team thrives? Your team becomes empowered, motivated, and thrives. What's possible? Seriously. Freedom story. Your limiting story, what is understanding what has held your culture back? What environment? What have you allowed? What you allow, you promote. So, what have you allowed in your home or in your culture and in of your family or of your business, of your company, that you know you need to draw a line in the sand and say, nope, we're no longer allowing this. It's held you back. It's limiting you and your company. It's limiting your ability to grow and thrive at the level you're worthy of growing and thriving at. What kind of leader do you choose to be for your team? What kind of leader do you choose to be for your team? That's your freedom story. You get to declare the kind of a leader. I'm going to be an enthusiastic, motivating, like epic leader. I want people to feel excited to come to work. Like, what's going to happen today? What's a new and exciting, like, mentorship or new and exciting thing can I learn today? What's one thing your team needs from you right now that they may not be getting? Is it encouragement? Can you share? And maybe your team is your family, your kids, your wife, your husband. Maybe it's someone at work. Maybe you're a coworker. But if you become an employeepreneur, that makes all the difference too. An entrepreneur mindset, heart, and drive, even though you're an employee, is powerful. You won't be an employee for very long. You'll be a partner of that company. I promise you that. What's one thing your team needs from you right now that they may not be getting? A healthy culture attracts great people and keeps them. Culture is the soil everything else grows in. Culture is the soil everything else grows in. Part of the limiting story you're probably experiencing, maybe an example of one is, what story is holding you back? Identify it, disrupt it. Come on. I don't have time to focus on culture. I'm too busy running the business. Come on. It's so interesting. Like, We went to a training, Chantel and I went to a seminar. We invested in ourselves to learn more from people who are a lot smarter than us, have bigger results than us. Like, I'm talking like 100 times more results than us, 100x, and even, 1,000x, meaning they're billionaires, 100 millionaires. And it's amazing to me being in a room like that. What you discover is the mindset and the focus. And one thing they said about Chantel and I was the culture, like, oh yeah, you guys don't have any problem creating culture. Love your neighbor, that's perfect mission and everything. But what's interesting is one thing that Chantel and I did for sure is allowed things to happen that then shaped our culture. Some left because of it, because we were allowing things to be a little disrupted, allowing things to be a little chaotic, allowing language and allowing, you know, uh, gossip and backbiting and negative talk. Again, it's crazy that the people that we were learning from said that, oh, you guys are great. I'm sure you have no problem with culture. Culture is going to be easy for you. But it's the discipline of maintaining that culture, discipline of, and granted, our first 90 days, it was like, hey, we're going to, kind of see this thing through and kind of see it out and let it see how it plays. And now we're done. Now it's a new 12 weeks. And our culture will be absolutely awesome and epic. You're going to want to come work for us. I promise you that. Because we're going to make it epic and see it become incredible. So the freedom story, what is the new story? You're stepping into, declare it, plant it, repeat it. I invest in our culture because a healthy environment produces our best results, the best fruit. People thrive when they feel seen and valued. People thrive when they feel seen and valued. Come on. Do you want to be seen and valued? Do it to others as well. You reap what you sow. So our micros for this in our business, daily and weekly actions, break your goal into small, scalable, or schedulable, which is also scalable steps. Place each on your calendar as a standing appointment. Spiritual values, review company values in the team meetings, monthly, weekly, in the beginning, daily, in the beginning. Leadership, one intentional one-on-one with a team member each week. Emotional, let's celebrate wins publicly, recognize effort, not just results. Super powerful, super important. Are you feeling this? You see how Feldspar fits into it as well? Amazing. All right, business goal. Number 2, do you have yours written down, by the way, for business goal 1? Want to share? Share in the comments. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Seriously, it's super awesome. Love to hear from you, how you're setting your goals for your business now. Blood flow of your business, cash flow. Cash flow is your blood flow. And I really want that to land. Seriously, this is super important. If you hear nothing else about business stuff here today, I want you to hear this one thing. Cash flow is blood flow. If the blood stops flowing in your body, everything shuts down. No matter how strong your heart is, it's the same in business. If I stop the blood flow to my heart, it will stop eventually with no flow of blood. You can have the best product, you can have the best team, you can have the best vision, but if cash isn't flowing, are you following me? You can have the best product, you can have the best team, you can have the best vision, but if cash isn't flowing, the business cannot function. Knowing your numbers is leadership. Knowing your numbers is leadership. Managing them is stewardship. Managing those numbers is stewardship. And the order of those numbers is where truly effective leadership comes in. Knowing what the priorities are of those numbers, because you can just gather all kinds of numbers and all kinds of data, right? But which is the most important and why? What do you want to build or achieve? I want to increase my revenue, monthly revenue by 20% and reduce unnecessary expenses by 10% in 12 weeks. It's an example. Increase monthly revenue by 20% and reduce unnecessary expenses by 10% in 12 weeks. when you, I know that I want to address something real quick. I know a lot of you out there that are business owners. You have potentially had this belief spoken over you, and somebody told you um, to avoid financial details, right? You're a big visionary, and don't tell your team about the kind of money you're making. They're just going to think that you're rich and loaded, and that they're. I want to speak directly to this because that's not true. Your example of what you can do and accomplish in a business, and you're sharing that with them, unless you're just greedy and not sharing any of it. And even the development and growth and the process of growth and development in your business, and watching it grow and developing cash flow in business, and monies that they're making, and then they make more money and you make more money as a company, and then everyone does well. It's all based on data and numbers. You don't want to hide this. You want to tell your team about it, inspire them to continue to do better, inspire them to do a little bit more, give them financial clarity, and know that it is an act of love. Your example of what you do, what you make, what they make, and then what the company does together, working together as a team, that matters. It really does. It matters for their mission, to show that you love your team, show that you're all on the same mission and making a difference. The numbers matter. Willingness to share those numbers makes all the difference. What do you want to build or achieve? What's the deeper purpose behind your goal? Why does this matter? Here's an example of that. Cash flow is blood flow. Without it, the business cannot breathe, grow, or serve anyone. For us, this is a key element at Nesbitt Repair, a huge element. Look, because here's the thing, we pay our team members to come and work on a giving back day. We don't get paid by any of those clients on that giving back day. We donate our time. And we have another organization we work with now, which is super pumped to be working with them, that donates the materials. It's a great collaboration. We're out there serving and giving to the people, and we pay our guys to go do that. It's powerful. It's part of our way of giving back. It's part of taking care of the widows, elderly, people in need. So you cannot grow what you do not know. What specific, let's talk about macro goals. That's the big picture. What specific financial target do you want to hit in the next 12 weeks for your company? What does hitting this number make possible for your business and the team? I know for us, we want to be on track to do 3 million. That's a big, huge, hairy, audacious goal, right? And so this first year, though, can we hit 1 million? Maybe we could hit 3 million. But what would that look like to ramp it up? I already have an idea, know what it's going to take. So we would have to get up to six good technicians, 6 vans, 6 vehicles, maybe 1 or 2 guys in each vehicle, and then each vehicle producing $500,000 a year. Okay. Right now, Frank was pretty much doing this when we took the business over, and had a couple of helpers, and he was doing about 600,000 a year. So we got to have 5 skilled vans and technicians going and flowing. And we're going to obviously need to expand out of this county, Morgan County. He did a lot of work for Morgan County area, and it's going to be doing Walton County as well, and probably Oconee County, and moving towards Lake Oconee, and 5 counties right in here. We'll probably be able to do 3 million with that. But knowing the target and going after it, what does that look like, right? Knowing what the cash flow and blood flow would look like to hit that. Again, I know that it's going to take 500,000 per van, team, technician, however you want to call it. And it's possible. It is possible. And you break that down to the micro, but why? What does hitting this number make possible for your business and team? What it makes possible is we have benefits, we have health insurance, we're going to have paid vacation, matching bonuses, we're going to have technicians that make 6 figures. Like, are you following me? This is real. This is what we want. My heart to see people succeed. And then think about that. If we had like 6 vans going out there to serve people. On average, that would be 4 to 5 jobs every day. Okay. So if you have 5 jobs times 6, that's 30, potential 30 jobs we could do on that Giving Back Friday. 30 to 40 people we could help and influence and impact on that Giving Back Friday twice a month. Imagine that. Woo-hoo. That's what I'm talking about. Are you following me? The impact, the lives changed, the blessings. Come on. So now, what is the limiting story? Revenue is inconsistent. I react to problems instead of planning for growth. So if we understand and know that that's kind of our story that we currently have, or all the good technicians are taken. There's not enough technicians, not enough business to do that much revenue. 3 million, it's impossible, right? Again, that can be a limiting story. How do you lead your business finances going forward? This is your freedom story. How do you lead your business finances going forward? What is the new story you're stepping into? Declare it, plant it, and repeat it. Here we go. I lead our finances with clarity and intention. I know our numbers. I plan for growth, and I create consistent opportunities for revenue. I lead our finances with clarity, intention, and I know our numbers. I plan for growth, and I am create consistent opportunities for revenue. It's powerful. What are you saying about your company? What's your freedom story? Then the micros, they are what revenue and expense action will you schedule weekly? You cannot grow what you do not know. Look at the numbers, lead the numbers. Let the numbers tell you the truth so you can make better decisions. Let the numbers tell you the truth so you can make better decisions. Got to know them. So what are some of the things we can know? Well, the micros, break your goal into small, schedulable steps. Place each on your calendar as a standing appointment. You got financial reviews, P&L, and cash position every Monday morning. Do you know your P&L? Profit and loss statement. Do you know what you did last week, last month, last year? Leaders, well, 3 new client conversations or follow-ups every week, to grow. Conversations, new connections, 3 conversations every week. Can you do that? We have our client appreciation day. We're going to keep doing it. Keep connecting with our clients. Put a number to it. Track it, data. What does it look like? And the dreams in Feldspar, identify 1 new revenue stream or offer to develop this quarter, this 12 weeks. You can do it. What would that look like? For us, it is. We're launching and rolling out our new home assessment, home maintenance program for service call pros. It's going to be powerful. Super pumped for that. All right. So you had cash flow. Our first one, number 1, was our business goals, culture and environment, the health of our business. What goals do you have for that? What cash flow do you have for now setting your cash flow? And now business goal number 3, relationships, team and client relationships. But before we get into that, let's take a quick break. We're doing pretty good on time here. We're going to have some time then left for Q&A at the end and interaction. So thanks for being here. And let's take a quick break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right. So stand up, stretch, take 3 deep breaths, and tell someone near you you're building something that matters. I want epic. Let's go. Let's go after epic. What do you say? All right. So I will be back in a minute, and I'm going to mute out again, but my camera will be on so you can see me when I come back. Aha, here we go. Here we go. I'm back. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's get this full screen again. Okay, does anybody want to share? We're back now. I would love to hear from you. If you got some comments, I'm going to read some of the comments in our group chat here. Hopefully, somebody has something to say. Hello, hello. Yeah. Oh, there's some comments. There we go. Okay. Stewardship is practiced, not. Didn't catch the end. Oh, stewardship. There you go. Where is my notes here on that? Thanks for asking. All right, let's go. Where did it go? Ah, here we go. You can have the best product, the best team, the best vision. But if cash isn't flowing, the business cannot function. Knowing the numbers is leadership. Managing them is stewardship. Managing the numbers is stewardship. So knowing your numbers is leadership, managing them is stewardship. So that was the key to cash flow, being blood flow. Thanks for asking that question. But how you doing? Some business goals, cash flow goals? How about the environment or cultural goals? Things you want to accomplish with your culture of your company. All right. Business goal number 3. All right, let's go here. Let's do this. I'm super pumped. This is great, 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 great. Okay, so all right, let's go back over here. Bam, bam, full screen, and back to this. I'm really getting the hang of this little small guy here. The little small guy on the screen. That's me. Ah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Business goal number 3, team and client relationships. Those of you on our school group, thanks for being here. And I hope this is beneficial to you. Those of you on our social media, thanks for the support. You can comment and stuff. I love it. I appreciate it. But if you want the full effect and you want the documents that come with it, right? We have documents and things, worksheets, workbooks to help you get through this. Then join our school group, Epic Your Life School Group. Have them all there and super beneficial. Okay, team and client relationships. You ready for this? Boom, boom, boom. Did y'all get a little wake up call? This is our final session right here. Final 30 minutes. Dum, da, 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 dum, da, da, dum, da, 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 dum. Let's finish strong, shall we? Macro goal for the next 12 weeks. What do you want to build for your team, client relationships? All right. The biggest, strongest businesses are built on relationships. Your best clients came from trust. Your best team members stayed because they felt valued. You don't have to be perfect. You have to be present and consistent. Present and consistent. They want to know they can trust you. You believe in them. They believe in you. Your connections. What do you want to build or achieve? Deepen relationships with my top 5 clients and improve team communication and trust. This is powerful. How do you improve it? Weekly connection to one person from your team. Build that relationship. Know who they are. Know more about them. Know about their family. Know about why they work here. Do they want to make it a career? What would make this a place that would make them want to work for the rest of their lives? What clients can you honor and bless and help them as they help you and tell others about you? It was a fascinating thing. My wife, Chantel, she is so good at this part. Like, I learned so much from her all the time. Super amazing. And she is by far an expert in relationship. We actually teach relationship skills and connection and love and affection. And And again, I will tell you, these things matter so much, but also it matters to the culture and environment you have. If you allow toxicity and you allow negativity and you allow gossip and backbiting and people talking crap about clients, even and about other team members, it's going to snowball and affect where people will leave. Culture and environment makes a difference. And so, but again, back to relationship building, we are very good at relationship building. We're experts. We teach this stuff. And I can say that with confidence. We're the best at it. But yet, culture matters too. If you have relationships but don't have culture, those two will conflict and it will still dissolve. That's why you got to have all three of these. You got to have the cash flow, got to have the culture, the health, and you also got to have then the relationships part too, with your connection with your team members, your clients, and frequently. Okay. Just like we have standing appointments with our relationships at home, my wife, my daughter, these are the ones closest to me, right? Well, the closest to you, your leadership, when you're starting out a business, if there's only one or two employees, it better be with them continuously connecting, standing appointments. And then if you're just getting started out or you're starting a new company like we are with Nesbitt, who are your top 5 clients? And how is your communication with them? How is your trust and connection? Is it consistent? That's where it's going to come from. That trust and relationship is consistency. So that's what I want to challenge you with and say, why does this matter? What is the deeper purpose behind this goal? Well, business is built on relationships, seriously. The stronger the connection, the stronger the results for everyone. Let's talk about a framework again. Back to the framework. We've got the limiting story, right? But if we've got limiting story, we want to create a macro goal. Which key relationships will you invest in over the next 12 weeks? How do you show up for your team, your freedom story, and clients going forward? Right? Because we had our limiting story here. Name the story that's held you back, identify it, disrupt it. I focused on tasks and transactions. Relationships take the back seat when things get too busy. It happens. I've done that before. It's real talk, right? But it can't be. You've got to prioritize those relationships. You got to prioritize the connection. Well, our company is literally, our mission statement is love your neighbor. We got to love each other and create an environment of love and a culture of love. What does that look like? What is the new story you are stepping into? Declare it, plant it, repeat it. I invest in people first. Strong relationships with my team and clients create loyalty, referrals, and a sustainable growth. I invest in people first. Strong relationships with my team and clients create loyalty, referrals, and sustainable growth. This is the freedom story. Come on, y'all. You don't have to be perfect, just present and consistent. All right, let's go through the macros now then. Daily and weekly actions. Epic 30 rhythm style. Why do I say Epic 30 rhythm style? Well, if you're a part of our community, you understand Epic 30 is about daily activities, little things done well over time, create epic. That's why we call it Epic 30, 30 minutes to have connection with your family. Well, same thing with your business. Are you doing a daily routine of connection? Break your goals into small, schedulable steps. Place each one on your calendar as a standing appointment. Relationships, monthly personal check ins with top clients, not about business, about them. That's relationship stuff. Leadership, weekly team huddles with clear wins, challenges, and goals. Adventure, how about quarterly experiences, team experiences to build connection outside of work? We give back to the widows, right? By serving them. We give back 10% of our time. 8 hours every other Friday. We just had our Giving Back Friday. This coming Friday would be our Client Appreciation Friday, meeting up with our clients and connecting with them. But quarterly, team experience to build connection outside of work. How powerful is that? It's beneficial and it's good. What is one client member? Who is one client or team member you will personally reach out to this week? Just to say thank you and check in. Who is one client or team member you will personally reach out to this week? Just to say thank you. Check in with them. This is awesome. It's complete. Our big three now, write it down. You've got your document here. Have you printed this out? And are you writing it down? Your business goal, culture and environment, freedom story. Number one, cash flow, freedom story. Did you write it out again? Team and client relationship, freedom story. Your creation code for the next 12 weeks, the same order that built the world, builds your life and your business. Clarity, identify, seed, order, plant with intention, lead with purpose, and build something that lasts. This is super powerful and super important. Look at what you just built. 6 goals, personal, 3 business, written down with purpose, a plan. Most people never even do this. You just did it. And the difference between people who build what they dream about and people who don't is this moment right now, right here. Seriously. And what is this moment exactly? When you decide, when you declare, when you go plant the seeds. It's your time. Make a decision, take action on it. What are your big 3? I plant with intention. I lead with purpose. I build something that lasts. My goals are seed, and I'm ready to go. Your goals are seed. It's time. Those of you in the school community, I would seriously love to see your completed workbook photo and share it in the community. It'll make such a difference to have people seeing your goals listed out, your workbook sheets listed out of your big, even if it's just this final page for your business and your personal life. And then let's see your scheduled micros on your calendar today. Before you leave this session, before you walk away, can you write down your micros? I know we went through this super fast. So play the recording, go back, pause, get it done. Your micros matter. That's what really is your action item steps to get you that much closer to your goals in your business and your personal life. Find an accountability partner from this community right here. You're all kind of working on it together. If you don't know someone, ask, check in. It matters. Check in with each other weekly. And then just know that we will be building on these things all the time. Week 5, his creation code for success is coming soon, which talks about swarm and movement and community. Your ordered life is about to attract people. When you have a better order in your own personal life and in your business, it creates a culture, it creates a community, it creates a beautiful thing. So be ready for that. Expect it. It's coming. If you're willing to follow directions, I promise you it's coming. If you're willing to take action and work on this stuff together, it's coming. What are you willing to do? You're willing to take a little risk? You're going to see the results if you're willing to take the risk. Seriously, you really will. It's good. Y'all ready? All right. Let's go off of this now. Hopefully I'll put this PDF in our school group there. so you guys can see it and have it live to go over and print out and go over it. So I will be posting that in the comments of this recording. Any questions, comments, or anything you want to share about this session? And has this been helpful? Good template for you to go by for this next 12 weeks and getting the results you want to get in your business and in your personal life? I hope so. Well, we are, I'm going to close out in our social media real quick. We are known as the Amish Matchmakers. You're on our channel for TikTok, or my personal page on Facebook is going live right now. This is live. It's not recorded. This is all raw and real and live. And you're getting to see me share with our community on Epic Your Life. So if you want some of more documents, more details, and a beautiful community that works through these things together and gets results together, join us over at Epic Your Life on school.com, SKOOL.com, Epic Your Life. It's right there. You can see it. And Chantel and I are known, our reputation is known as the Amish Matchmakers because we help Amish singles to find godly spouses, create epic marriages, and develop a legacy that is rooted and founded in long-lasting faith, freedom, and above all else, love. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend. And some of you on spring break, enjoy your time together. Have a great day. I love you. Bless you. See you next time.